Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to a reading of the Bible in the book of Jeremiah. I just want to give a um, quick overview because Jeremiah is pretty scattered throughout, according to the chronological Bible. So I'm going to share with you guys my screen here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the videos for Jeremiah, and then we'll go back to where we should be. Okay, let's go to YouTube Studio channel dashboard. That's where I want to go. And I want to go back to Jeremiah. I'll go to the videos of Jeremiah. I do have a reading of chapter 21 that's not public. I may make it public today, but I want to go first to Jeremiah and review what we've been doing and look at every Jeremiah video. So, according to the chronological Bible, which you can see here, Jeremiah starts on page 960, okay, with chapter 1, and 83, hold on, 977, 973, Second King. Okay, so here we go. 960. So we got, excuse me, we got Jeremiah 1, Jeremiah 21 here. Go back down to Jeremiah chapter 1. I also have a sermon on Jeremiah 29, and I'll share that when I get to that chapter. So Jeremiah 21, chapter 1, excuse me, happens after Second Kings, Second Kings chapter 22, Second Chronicles 34, and goes all the way to chapter in Jeremiah chapter 1 through chapter 4. No, keep going. Chapter 5, chapter 6. Goes back to Second Kings 22, verses 3 through 20, and in Second Chronicles 34, verses 8 through 28. Now we enter, that's July. We're in the book, we're in August, but it's October now. Oh, no, it's still September, excuse me. So August 1st begins with chapter 23, Second Kings, Second Chronicles chapter 34, still 23, chapter 23, Second Kings, Second Chronicles 35. We got Nahum, and Nahum, I think, can I do two names? I think I can. No. Nahum. Because I don't have Nahum. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I got Nahum, but I read Nahum back in April. Back in April. Okay. So Nahum, I got Habakkuk, Habakkuk, Habakkuk. Okay, also April. I got those two. Zephaniah. Yep, that's Zephaniah. Excuse me. Second Chronicles 35, Second Kings 23, verses 29 and 30, and then we start with Jeremiah 47, chapter 47 and 48. Goes back to Second Chronicles 36. So I'm going to break tradition here and read Jeremiah 47, 1 through 7. The word of the Lord which came to Jeremiah. Let me stop sharing here. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. 47. Excuse me. This is done on September 29th. Word of the Lord which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Philistines before Pharaoh attacked Gaza. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, waters riseth out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood. They shall overflow the land and all that is in it, the city and those who dwelleth there within. And then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall wail. At the noise of the stamping hoofs of strong horses, at the rushing of his chariots, at the rumblings of his wheels, the fathers will not look back, for their children lacketh courage, or lacking, because of the day which cometh to plunder all the Philistines, to cutteth off, trying to put King James in there, to cutteth off from Tyre and Sidon, every helper who remaineth. For the Lord shall plundereth the Philistines, the remnant of the country of Caphtor, Caphtor, Caphtor. Baldness has come upon Gaza. Ashkelon is cut off with the remnant of their valley. How long will you cut yourself? O you sword of the Lord, how long until you are quiet? Put yourself up into your scabbard. Rest and be still. How can it be quiet, seeing the Lord hath given it a charge, asking against Ashkelon and against the seashore? There he has appointed it. Jeremiah 47. It's 1 through 7. Can't be all of it. I guess it is. Now, chapter 48. Against Moab. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Woe to Nebo, for it is plundered. Kirjathaim is shamed and taken. The high stronghold is shamed and dismayed. No more praise of Moab. In Heshbon they have devised evil against her. Come and let us cutteth off her. La la la. Should be no more praise of Moab in Heshbon. They have devised evil against it. Come, let us cut it off from being a nation. Also thou shalt be cut down, O madman. The sword shall pursueth thee. The sword shall pursueth thee. A voice of crying shall be from Horonaim, spoiling and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones hath caused a cry to be heard. For in the going up of Lulith, Luhith, 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 or Luith, continual weeping shall go up. For in the going down of Horonaim, the enemies hath heard a cry of destruction. Flee, save your lives, and be like the heathen in the wilderness. Heath or heathen in the wilderness. For because thou hast, wait, maybe that's incorrect. 48:6. 48:6. The heath. 48:6. Flee, save your lives. A. Juniper or awur. Not sure what that means. Be like the juniper in the wilderness. That's interesting. I mean, the New King James as well. Arnor, the city of Moab. That's okay. That confuses me. Verse 7. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken in Chemosh, that's Chemosh, Chemosh, shall go forth into captivity with, excuse me, Chemosh shall go forth into his captivity with his, maybe Chemosh is a person. Chemosh, verse 7, 48:7, B, Chemosh. Shall go forth into captivity with his priests and his princes together, or governors. The spoiler shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape the valley. Also shall perish. Oops. The valley shall also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as the Lord hath spoken. Give wings unto Moab, that it may flee and get away, for the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any to dwell therein. Cursed be he who doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he who keepeth back his sword from blood. Moab hath been at ease from his youth, and he hath settled upon his lease, and hath not been emptied from vessel to vessel. Neither hath he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remaineth in him, and his scent changeth not. Changeth not. It says is not changed, but changeth not. That's correct for King James. Therefore, behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord, that I will send unto him wanderers, that shall cause him to wander, and shall empty his vessels and break their bottles. Moab shall be ashamed of Chemosh, as the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel, their confidence, the house of God. That's what Bethel means. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war? Moab is spoiled, and gone out of her cities, and its chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter, saith the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts. The calamity of Moab is near to come, and his affliction hasteth fast, All ye who are about him, bemoan him, and all ye who know his name, saith, how is the strong staff broken, and the beautiful rod? How the strong staff is broken, and the beautiful rod. Thou daughter who doth inhabit Dibon, Dibon, Dibon cometh down from thy glory, and sitteth in thirst. For the spoiler of Moab shall come upon thee, and he shall destroy thy strongholds. O inhabitant of Aroer, that's the city in Moab. Aroer, standeth by the way, and SB. SB, that's a website. SB, verse 19. SB means, let me look it up. SB, oh, SB is watch? Interesting. Or espy, spy. Stand by and watch. Ask him who fleeth, and her who escapeth, and saying, what is done? What's been going on? Moab is confounded, for it is broken down. Howl and cry, tell ye it in Arnon, that Moab is spoiled. Judgment cometh upon the plain country, upon Helon, and upon Yahaza, upon Maphaath, upon Dibon, upon Nebo, upon Beth Deblattaim, upon Kiriataim, upon Beth Gamul, upon Beth Maon, upon Kerioth, upon Basra we know of, Basra, upon all the cities of the land of Moab, far and near. The horn of Moab is cut off, and his arm is broken, saith the Lord. Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord. Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and wallow in his vomit. Ew. And he also shall be in derision. For was not Israel a derision unto thee? Was he found among thieves? For since thou spakest of him, thou skippedest, skipped, skipped for joy, skippedest for joy. O ye who dwell in Moab, leave the cities and dwell in the rock, and be like the dove which maketh her nest in the sides of the hole's mouth. We have heard the pride, the hole of the tree, probably. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceedingly proud. His loftiness, his arrogancy, his pride, the haughtiness of his heart. I know his wrath, say the Lord, how it shall not be so, his lies shall not so effected. Therefore will I howl for Moab, and I will cry out for all Moab. My heart shall mourn for the men of Kirhares. O vine of Sibmah, I will weep for thee with the weeping of Yazir. Thy plants are gone over the sea. They reach even to the sea of Yazir. The spoiler is fallen upon thy summer fruits and upon thy vintage. Joy and gladness is taken from the plentiful field, and from the land of Moab have I caused wine to fail on the wine presses. None shall tread with shouting. Their shouting shall be no shouting. Their shouting shall be no shouting. That's interesting. For the cry of Heshbon, even unto Eliele, and even Yahaz, have they uttereth their voice. From Zoar even unto Horonaim, as a heifer, that's a bird. Heifer of 3 years old, for the waters also of Nimrim, long eye, Nimrim, shall be desolate. Moreover, I will cause to cease in Moab, say the Lord, him who offereth in the high places, and him who burneth incense to his gods, fake gods. Therefore mine heart shall sound from Moab like pipes, and mine heart shall sound like pipes for the men of Kirhares, because the riches that he hath gotten are perished. For every head shall be bald, and every beard clipped. Upon all the hands shall be cuttings, and upon the loins sackcloth. There shall be lamentation generally upon all the housetops of Moab, and in the streets thereof, for I have broken Moab like a vessel wherein is no pleasure, saith the Lord. They shall howl, saying, How is it broken down? How hath Moab turned the back with shame? So shall Moab be a derision and a dismay to all them about him. For thus saith the Lord, Behold, he shall fly as an eagle, and shall spread his wings over Moab. Kerioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab on that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pangs, her labor pangs. Moab shall be destroyed from being a people because he hath magnified himself against the Lord. Fear and the pit, that could be hell. Fear and the pit and the snare shall be upon thee, O inhabitant of Moab, saith the Lord. He who fleeth from the fear shall fall into the pit. He who getteth up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare, for I will bring upon it, even upon Moab, the year of their visitation, saith the Lord. They who fled, stood under the shadow of Heshbon because of the force, but a fire shall come forth out of Heshbon, and a flame from the midst of Sihon, and shall devour the corner of Moab, and the crown of the head of the tumultuous ones. Woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Chemosh perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days, saith the Lord. Thus far is the judgment of Moab. It's only 52 chapters, okay. So that was chapters 47, 48. This was done again on September 29th, and I will be back for another video later.